full advantage of that, dude. You would have motherfuckers working for 80 cents a day. You don't need that. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. That's fine. Anyway, who the fuck can live on minimum wage in the first place? I couldn't. Could anybody in this room work on minimum wage, live on minimum wage? It's impossible. There is no way, even if you're single, there is no fucking way that a grown man or a grown woman could live on minimum wage. It's fucking impossible. No way. Can't be done. Minimum wage is poverty, absolutely. You need 2 jobs to survive, absolutely. Listen, bud, the dollars would not be worth more. No, the dollars would not be worth more. No, they wouldn't. That's horseshit. First of all, in the Fed, with a name like that you have called in the Fed, you should know that inflation and devaluation and all that bullshit is controlled by what entity? Hello? Hello? Look at your own fucking name, dude. It is controlled by what entity? No bullshit. The Federal Reserve is like the fucking oil cartel. It dictates the interest rates and the short-term interest rates between the banks. Would you agree with that or not? Banking, short-term interest rates, they borrow overnight and all that bullshit. Would you agree that the Federal Reserve has 100% hand in that dictation? Okay, thank you very much. Now, who has the fucking absolute power against the consumer for the inflation, for the interest rates? Who is it? No, it's not the people. Don't give me that bullshit. It's the fucking banks, dude. The banks dictate what interest rate they're going to pay that poor bastard that decides to deposit $100,000 into that account. The bank itself, or the financial entity, can turn around and lend out 10 times the amount of the cash that was deposited. 10 times the amount. They can loan out $1 million that doesn't even exist. And you know that's right, dude. I'm not stupid when it comes to this shit. Okay, we're not talking about gold and silver, dude. You're talking about a gold and silver. You're talking about a gold and silver backed currency, right? Pre-1964, is that correct? Well, that's not going to ever happen again. And by the way, do you know what? Technically, in 1964, I would say 1963 and 1964, we were this fucking close going to nuclear war with Russia. And do you know what a lot of that reason was? Yeah, that bullshit that was pulled when we jumped off the fucking gold standard. That had a lot to do with it. Do you know how many motherfuckers we screwed? We screwed Russia over more than any other country because of that fucking move that we made back then. That's some stupid shit, isn't it? Oh, no. It wasn't well, it might have been an awesome move in your opinion, but if they would have done that to us, we would have had battleships up their ass. You know what I'm saying? that there's a place under United States jurisdiction that has no minimum wage. I don't know what that is. And what is it? Is it a unincorporated area? That's the only thing I could think that would be like that. Because it's a possession and not a state. Northern. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that. Yeah, that's fucked up. It says win. It does? Let me see. You're right, it does say win. It's because we're winning. All I'm trying to say there, in the Fed, they'll never end the Fed. Ever. In a million years. Won't be done. See, a lot of people don't understand that the banking systems, they all work together. Even if you had a bank account with Bank of America, another bank account with, let's say, U.S. Bank, and another bank account with, let's say, Chase. And let's say with Chase, you fucked up. You owed them like $96 because you had some sort of overdraft, and then they hit you with that $35 a day fucking shame on you fee. Before you know it, you owe them $96 or some shit. And you tell them, fuck off, I'm not paying your $96 because you're a blow dog. And I went over $1.46 at the market, and you've been charging me $35 for 3 days because I went $1.46 off the market. I mean, at the market. You were doing me a courtesy by giving me $1.46 to cover what I bought at the market, because I bought some cheese and burgers or whatever the fuck I bought. Now you're going to turn around and charge me $35 a day. You don't call it interest, you call it a fine. A shame on me, naughty fee. So anyway, I owe you $96. I tell you to go suck a big donkey dick. I'm not paying you. Eat a dick. Fuck yourself. You close my account, and I figure, yeah. Oh well, doesn't matter to me. I'm going to race over here, and I'm going to go to Bank of the West. Well, guess what, my friend? You're going to try to open an account there. They're going to pull your FICO. They're going to pull your Social Security, all that bullshit. And then they're going to pull your banking score. And they're going to notice that you get a little boo-boo over there with that bank. They're going to say, no, sorry, we can't help you. They're like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Well, see, all the banks they work together. They're like they're a cabal, is what they are. If you fuck one bank, then you fucked them all. Nobody will deal with you until you take care of the other bank. I'm telling you, man, it's the biggest fucking scam going. And that's why I don't deal with banks. They can all suck my dick. Nobody trades in gold and silver, dude, on a mass scale. It just doesn't happen. You can't go to fucking 7-Eleven today with a bar of fucking silver or even a gold coin. They'll tell you to go suck a dick. later. Get the fuck out of here. No, you can't buy a carton of cigarettes with that. Get out. Okay, so what are you saying? It doesn't even make sense. You know, there's no way that the banking institutions of the United States of the world can ever go back to the gold standard. It's fucking impossible. There is not enough gold or silver to back all the dollars that are out. Would you agree with that, sir? Or you think that's bullshit too? That is exactly why. That's right. It's impossible. I know it's bullshit. Now, if we could get on the gold and silver standard again, then our dollar would be worth more. I'll agree with that too. It'd have more value. Now you hearing all these people all the time. Oh, I used to do it myself years back, talking about how the market was going to collapse and all this shit was happening, and the stock market's going to do its thing and finally fall and all this bullshit, and it just hadn't happened because everything's manipulated to the hilt, you know. But my attitude anymore is like, Jesus, let it happen already. Let's get on with it. Let's get this show on the road. Well, they know that if the markets collapse, like it did back, I believe it was October. When did the market collapse? Was it October 29th, 1929? Something like that? What was the exact date? I forget. Is that right? Yeah, if the market ever collapsed, dude, all the power from the government entities would vanish just like that. And they know it. So they have to manipulate it. They have no choice. So people talk about how the banks have us over a barrel. No, we have them over a barrel. Because there's 350 million of us and 505 of them. You know what I mean? Or whatever you want to call it. Handful, not even handful. And believe me, they don't want to lose their status. If the market were to crash, do you really think Bob down the street's going to give a fuck about the market? No. He's going to be probably racing to the store to stock up on food and water for his family before the shit really hits the fan. He ain't going to be worried about stupid shit tomorrow, you know what I mean? I'll agree with that there in the Fed, absolutely. Well, I don't know who's for the flat tax. I'm for the flat tax. I think a flat tax would be great. Cuz it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, everybody pays the fucking same bitch. If you don't want to pay $8 for a pack of cigarettes, then don't. But don't play this fucking game with me that you're a billionaire and you don't have to pay federal income tax but your brother working for Home Depot does. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Flat sales tax is a way to go. If you use it, then you got to pay for it. If you don't use it, then you don't have to pay for it. Pretty simple. There's no escape, no matter who you are. And this is what's kick-ass about a flat tax. It is based on nothing. It's a tax that would be generated and paid for by everyone that wanted that service. It's non-discriminatory. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. If you want an $8 pack of cigarettes, well, then get an $8 pack of cigarettes. Doesn't matter if you make $8,000 a year or you make $800,000 a year. It's still $8. You know what I mean? Technically, we don't. In the Fed, no, we don't. And by the way, the income tax started to pay for the war. I believe in World War I. Was that right? Is Monty getting this shit right, or I'm just pulling shit out of my ass? I do believe that's correct. That an allotment, I think it was a penny or 2 pennies, that were to help pay for the war in World War I. That's how it all started. And before that, who paid the tax? The corporations. But you see, after the war, that shit was supposed to stop. But just like toll booths, once they go up, they're never coming down. It's a big fucking pony show. This is what these cockbirds do every time. They'll sit there and tell you all day long that they're going to erect these toll booths to pay for, you know, upkeep on a bridge, or reconstruction of a bridge, or a road, or whatever. And all this magic money is going to pay for that, whatever it is they're trying to do. And they'll sit there and promise to you all day long and all night long, oh, it's only temporary. In 7 years, it'll be all taken care of. We'll remove it. It'll be a happy time. 7 years will come and go, and the fucking toll booth will be sitting right there. And then the people will raise hell and say, no, bitch, that's not what you said. You said in 7 years, we have it in writing. Then they say, well, you know, because of that snowstorm that we had that did all that damage, well, we need to have this in place. They're fucking bullshit. You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. There's one of 2 people that will be president. One of those people will be Barack Obama, or the other person would be Mitt Romney. There is no in between. One or the fucking other. Period. The end. Now, who should be president? Ron Paul should be president. He'll never be president. He doesn't have a prayer. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. The mainstream media, the way they treat that man is terrible. And they all need to be strung up and fired. You know, freedom of the press? Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell is that? We don't have freedom of the press in this country. You are kidding me, right? Ron Paul doesn't have a prayer. It's just a bunch of pomp and circumstantial bullshit, and it looks good for all the people that are, you know, that considers themselves as constitutionalists, or people that consider themselves to be patriots, or people that consider themselves free-loving, you know, those type of people. Libertarians, that sort of thing. It's bullshit. He'll never make it, ever. And if whoever his running mate was as a vice president, He'd be guaranteed to be the president, if you get my meaning. They'd make sure of it. Because that's how these scumbuckets are. He keeps calling your house? Not Mitt Romney, but his staff, right? Well, you know what you do? Here. If you don't want them to call you anymore, this is a great way to get rid of a telemarketer. In most cases, telemarketers, I don't know about political base outfits, I don't know if they've recorded the calls or not, but a lot of the telemarketers and shit, collection agencies, any of them kind of cocksuckers, they record every syllable out of your mouth, right? So what I like to do is I'm like, hey, can you hang on just a second? And they're like, oh, sure. Turn on the fucking television or at your computer, either way, and turn on the best porn you got and turn it all the way up. And put the phone right there near the speaker so they can hear, oh, fuck me. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, harder, harder. They're recording the whole fucking thing. Chances are they'll hang up. They'll be putting you on the do not call list, them goddamn selves, you know what I mean? Don't be calling this fucking crazy son of a bitch. Or, if you go to answer the phone like 5-6 minutes later and you're like, hello, is anybody there? The guy's like, yeah, I'm here. Why are you breathing hard? I just rubbed one out. Hey, thanks a lot. I'll call you back tomorrow too, huh? What do you say? Yeah, they are. There are scammers. You know what? You know what? You know what kind of scammer I hate the worst is the fucking constitutional lawyer. The guy that has studied the Constitution inside and out, so he can turn around and use the Constitution against you. Isn't that neat? Those guys are the fucking worst. Yep, so it's either going to be Obama or Romney, one or the other. There's nobody else. I'll bet you on it. I'll bet you 5 dirty socks. And, let's see, what else could I throw in there? And a stinky sweatshirt. That it'll be one of the two. And corn dog. I have eaten corn dog. We'll even do a double or nothing on that too if you want. We'll get back in, yeah. I don't even know who that is. Who's Mort Goldman? I don't even know who he is. Huh? Want Mort Goldman. Who is that? Who is he? I don't even know who he is. Alright, man. See you later. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And good luck with that thing you're working on. Oh, I see. Rosenberg.